Up next on the Tesla Plaid channel. That kind of ends our party out here. We're gonna let him move. You might not recognize him without his red Copo Camaro. We got Greg Mannarino here. Love it. Welcome back to the Tesla Plaid channel. We haven't been here in almost 2 months. We've been all over the world. Japan, Los Angeles, Orange County, Phoenix, Las Vegas even. It's great to be back at the track, but it's hot out. It's 92 degrees right now, which is good for us. Car runs faster for 3 reasons. 1, the air is a little thinner. 2, tires are a little softer, better traction. And 3, the power gets out of the battery faster when it's hot. We probably all started a car on a cold morning and the engine will barely turn over. Same principle. So we'll be running faster, but the downside is you don't get many cars coming out when it's this hot out here. So it might be hard to find some 8 and 9 second competition. We'll be patient and hopefully some will come out because we like to run cars that are competitive. All right, we got the Mach 1 Mustang going up against the green Foxbody. Keith and Alex. We've raced both these cars a number of times over the years. We plan to race the winner of this one. That's 12.8. So Keith ran at 10.0 at 130 miles an hour. A lot of 11 and 12 second cars out here tonight. Keith's 10.0 is the fastest run I've seen on the board. We've seen this truck run 960s firsthand. Quite a sleeper for a streetable, tagged, insured truck. We're gonna give him the move. Waiting for him. There he goes. Oh, he's moving.
Takes it 929 at 149, but 970 for that turbo Silverado though.
Turbo 9-second truck that we've run before. He says he hasn't headed out to the track in a while. Well, we haven't been out to the track in a while either, but we're feeling particularly generous today. And we're gonna give him the hit. So that's gonna make it tough, because if he runs a 960 and I give him 4/10 at the tree, I'm gonna need a 920 to catch him. Even though it's going on 7:30, it's 90 degrees out here, mid-May. It's a hot one. Let's see if we can get a good pass here. These conditions should favor us. We're at 89% battery state of charge, dragster mode, peak performance ready, and if we can do things right, we should be able to catch him. We don't have enough time to roll through, unfortunately. We're gonna have to come up and get staged. He's gonna build some boost there in his turbo. We're gonna let him move. There he
goes. Oh yeah, we're gonna get him. There he goes. Oh yeah, we're gonna get him. That's too bad. We were hoping for a close race, but I think something went wrong with Jimmy's truck. Thank you. Love it. You know, I've got a cooler full of drinks in the back, and we ran a 9199. You know, we get so many comments on the channel. How come your car is not running 910s anymore? Well, because it's winter time and it's 50, 60, 70 degrees out. All of our fastest runs are 90 degrees and up. 151.31 miles an hour. And then we had a 145 60 foot and a 594 to the 8th mile at 120.8. It's too bad I didn't turn the draggy on. I meant to do that, but sometimes it's just too much stuff going on. So great first pass. We're at 87% battery after that run, and hopefully we can run another 910 here tonight. Too bad we got bugs flying around inside the car. Looks like Jimmy's up here. We'll check in with him. I know that wasn't the pass you wanted. I was hoping you'd cut a 960 on that.
I wish.
What do you think it was?
It's somewhat in the software.
Yeah.
It's
Power just fell off?
It's hitting the rev limiter and shutting itself off before it makes the first gear, second gear.
Even the shift?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
What'd you run?
9199. So back in the 910s, which I haven't been in since last summer. It's only in the summer. Wintertime, it's all 920s. But this 90 degrees, 9199 again. So you can tell summer's here. All right, here's Jimmy and Alex lining up. Both of these cars should be good for 9s if they can make a decent pass, which is a little harder with this air we've got out here. Jimmy's truck runs 10.1, and Alex still having problems running a 12.1. So you might not recognize him without his red Copo Camaro. We got Greg Mannarino here,
Yep,
in his 1320 Challenger, running some 12s out here tonight, in mostly stock form, but still a hell of a lot of fun. He's getting all the parts together to fix his Copo and hopes to be on the road next Wednesday. All right, lining up with this orange pickup truck, which I think is pretty quick. Pretty sure this is the same one we saw catch fire out here a month or so ago. Happened right at the starting line. All right, we're at 86% battery, state of charge, dragster mode, peak performance ready now. Through, we're going to just try to get up and in. All right, let's see if we can get another 910. Probably not. This late at night, it's not nearly as warm. Yeah, it looked like right lane had a 0.2 reaction time, but I was just gonna take it easy. Didn't want to risk red lighting, so I didn't think that truck was running a low 9. Seemed like it had a quick 60 foot, and it had us on the tree by a 10th, maybe 10th and a half, I think. Let's see how we did. Thank you. 921 with a 7 at 149.98 miles an hour. They don't want us to run 150, and we didn't run 150. We ran 149.98. Just 0.02 of a second off from the previous run. Pretty good for this time of night. 82 degrees now. As we've said many times here on the channel, we always run fastest when it's in the 90s, which it was on that last pass when we ran a 919. 595 to the 8th mile at 120.4, so almost the same as the previous pass, only off by 100th of a second. A 145 60 foot, which is really good for this late in the evening. It's almost 10 o'clock, but the prep is held up. Also, our tires, even though they're 3 years old, the original tires delivered on this car, 21,000 miles, like 900 drag strip runs. They've still got half their tread left, which people have a hard time believing, but I'll put the camera on them. Solid pass, and we crossed the finish line a couple seconds before the orange truck did. Wasn't sure what it had, but well, now we know. Fun run. A lot of people can't believe that these are the original tires that came on this car, but take a look. Pirelli P Zeros, and how much tread is left? A good amount, as you can see there. That's the front tire. These front tires have never been off the car, unless you count when I had the brakes done, but never off the rims. And there's the rear. Good amount of tread left there as well, as you can see, after about 900 drag strip runs. Now, I have had other rear tires on the back of this car, probably somewhere between 60, 70 runs on the Nitros. So still, 800 runs on these tires easy, and 21,000 miles, but more importantly, they're 3 years old. But on warmer nights like tonight, they soften up and hook up, whereas out on cold nights, when it's in the 50s or 60s, we have all kinds of traction problems. Even when the track is in good shape, we can't get down the track on a cold night with these summer radial. But 80, 90 degrees, still doing the job, so we won't replace them until end of summer, when they'll be over 3 years old already. This car was delivered August 2021. Just those 2 runs tonight, so we're going to give you a bonus run, a race I had with Keith out at Showtime Dragstrip recently. We'll put it up next. Here we go. All right, welcome back to the Test the Plaid channel. We haven't raced in a month. We've been in Japan. Coming out, racing the same car we raced last time we raced. Has done a lot of work in the last month. He swapped out his Turbo 400 transmission for a Power Glide and changed his rear end gear from 456 to a 410 to give him a little more top end for quarter-mile passes, because he was hitting the red line. Oh, there's a race right here. A little bit. I'm going to get him. Just like old times. Seems like everybody's out here at the track tonight, all the regulars. There's a big event going on out here on Sunday. Unfortunately, we're going to be out of state again, and we're going to miss it, but good to see the drag strip doing so well. I'm told that 2 weeks ago, they had 1,200 people out here for their Saturday night Street Wars event. That's a party. All right.
617, 119.
Yeah. All right, not great, but it got the job done.
Oh, yeah.
So after swapping the transmission out, Keith was able to run a 603 out here a couple weeks ago. So on that pass, Keith ran a 623 at 110. We ran a 617 at 119. ATs were pretty close, within about half a tenth. And the difference was on the tree for the most part. I had a 100, not great, but hey, I haven't been to the drag strip in a month. Give me a break. And he had a 269. And Difference to the finish line is mostly that, 224, about 2 car lengths. We made that pass at 75% battery state of charge. Got my son shooting some trackside video out here tonight. We got everybody out here. We got John in the 3rd degree burn. We got Larry Barber in the Cougar. We got Roger in his Plaid. We got Dave with the Hellcat Cuda. There's Steve with the purple Hellcat. Great to see everyone out here tonight.
Lit up on the line too, but I don't think you ever got your tires out or nothing. Yeah. Some wet burnout. Yeah, that concrete there ain't so good. It's not broke in yet.
That seemed like a wild ride out there, Larry.
I'm trying to drive like you, man.
Oh yeah? How close were you to the wall?
You had good spit between them.
Oh, you still had another foot or something?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you scrape the mirror?
no.
No, okay. Because it looked from where I was looking, I wish I got video of it, but you were out of shape and then it looked like you got really close.
What they were showing me, doing a burnout in the burnout area, the concrete,
Yeah,
and it's wet.
yeah.
So the tires never got hot.
All right.
The car hooked and then they started spinning the tires.
Yeah.
I was going this way. We should go that way.
Yeah. I'm glad to see that you got out of it before the finish
We
line.
didn't get out of it.
Yeah,
like
he did.
probably like 10,
Well, yeah.
probably at 650 feet, I think you
Things
did.
like this ain't gonna be a good pass and let off. They what, 8?
He was pretty far down that track before he got out of it, but
Oh, that was fun.
I think he scared the wall.
right?
Yeah,
I think the wall said, "Yee."
Yeah, blowing up dust in the right lane there.
I'm pretty sure he was racing a Tesla that passed
Were
when
they?
he did that.
Were
He
they?
wasn't letting out.
I wasn't
You and I had a pass one time where you got close to me. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah, I got out from under
Yeah.
there.
But you've had wilder than both of those? Wilder than that, wilder than this?
The one that was in the right lane, I was almost on the wall and was blowing up dust. That was scary. I was in it like this. I was racing the dust.
So, I gotta ask, I haven't been here in a month. Have you had any more quadruple zeros since I was out? Did he have any more quadruple zeros? Only that one? Come on.
I'll be like winning the lottery 10 times in a row, man.
Alright, well I'm glad you kept it off the wall, Larry. That kind of ends our party out here.
Yeah, I kind of see it now. The wheels all
So the driver of the Mustang was just telling me it's a Nitrous motor. It's got about a 200 shot in there, and this was its first hit ever on the Nitrous. So he gets out of the hole, hits that Nitrous, and it was the axle that gave way. So ends his night in a hurry, and also makes it harder for us to make some passes out here tonight. So this car already had a lot of power. It's got an LSX motor in it, and that 200 Nitrous shot was just more than that axle would take. So that's too bad. You hate to see that. Yeah, it just wasn't ready for that 200 horse shot. Oh wow, look at that. Next pass. Let's see if he can give it straighter. Better burnout than last time. And thanks for joining us tonight on the Tesla Plaid channel. So we were starting to say that Keith swapped out his rear end gear from a 456 to a 411 because he said he was hitting the rev limiter in top gear around the 1,000-foot mark over in Bradenton on the quarter-mile track, and you certainly want to have a little more room to run your engine out than that. So he's talking about putting a tire on that's an inch taller, a full slick, as opposed to the drag radial that he's got on there currently. That plus the 410s that he's running tonight should do the trick and allow the motor to pull to 1,300 feet or so. All right, some faster cars are showing up out here, including this Mach 1 we've raced a few times, and also Alex in this bright green Foxbody Mustang on Nitrous, who's given us some competitive races as well. How's it going, guys?
Good. How you doing, Andrew?
Good, Keith. How you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
Likewise. It feels like it's been like 2 months since I've been out here.
Yeah.
Although we did have that one race at Showtime in between, but otherwise it's been a long time since I've been out here.
So I found out when I put the trans in, everything seemed to be good. I thought putting the 410 gears would help me out, maybe pull through the gears. Boy, that's backwards thinking.
Did work out well.
Is that the truck you put on fire?
It is. It is. It is that truck.
Yeah, just, well, one thing led to the other, you know, you're humbled by experiences, but it's good.
Yeah. So you're back on the 456s,
Yep.
but obviously with the Power Glide in there.
Right.
And you went with a different stall converter, right?
Yeah, you know, the
Because
one where they said buckle up, Dorothy, Virgin past the night.
All right,
so
you got to
that's
make
good.
your test. You can make a test maybe against Alex.
Oh, I don't care yet.
Why don't you guys make a test hit?
Yeah, we're good.
Because you should be competitive, right?
Huh?
You can be competitive depending on how much nitrous you got going tonight. That much? No nitrous, no bottle? All right.
So new motor, new assembly.
Oh, come on, don't give out all my secrets.
I didn't tell them what it is. I said it's a new motor.
Oh, that's right. You had those issues with that other motor. How many passes do you have with this motor? Don't tell me anything about it yet. Okay, you got no passes on
So
your
we
motor.
don't know. We're just
He's
as
got
shy
no-
as you are about
No
it.
passes on his torque converter.
So we are ignorant as to what's going to happen.
Brand new
All right.
transmission, 0 passes. Brand new motor, 0 passes.
Okay.
How don't get any worse than that running in a quarter mile the first time.
So just tell me this. Do you plan to add the nitrous to this motor at some point?
You know, after seeing 2 holes in my other engine, I don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't know.
So did you hurt a piston?
Yeah, but I got
Yeah.
a turbo engine being built.
Okay. So a different
that's
setup
coming
from
next.
that. Okay. Well, one step at a time. Why don't you guys run and maybe I'll...
Oh, it's in the shop already.
Yeah, the turbo motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What?
you already pandered with the...
I sent the heads today, that's how I know the holes in the piston.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you started with nitrous, now you moving up to turbos.
Say it again?
You started with nitrous.
I end up with a
upgrade to
turbo. You know,
Yeah.
it's, yeah, I love nitrous, man, but after seeing those freaking holes.
So you're gonna swap this motor out as soon as the other one is ready? Or you
No,
gonna
I'm gonna
allow
run
it-
this for a while.
Yeah, I would. I mean, you went through all that effort.
Yeah. It wasn't cheap either.
Yeah.
But let me see here.
So maybe whoever wins between the two of you, I'll make a pass against later.
All right. Sounds good. How pretty that is.
Oh,
Darn
no.
it.
Is that the oil? I'm not looking at it.
Come on.
Oh no, it's the piston. Sorry. Oh, I see what you got there. Yeah.
But look at the ring, it's
Yeah.
spotless. You know, it's when last race we had,
Yeah.
this was like that,
Yeah.
and it ran those times.
Yeah.
What it did me in was
Yeah.
that when my lifter failed,
Yeah.
I had to get all new lifters and new cam because it chewed up the cam.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? That cam sent my valves hissing the pistons.
Yeah, that's okay.
So
Yeah.
that's what happened. But it actually, those holes right there, they've been there all along for a long time. You can tell, you know. It's,
Yeah.
It's one, and you know how I know? Plug number 1 and plug number 8 was always suited. Like,
Really?
yeah, always like oily. I would have
It's
to.
not a complete burn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, complete burned on the tip. It was burning nice and clean, but if you look at all, like it was full of oil. Right. Because it was. Oh yeah, of course. You see those holes right there? Oil's pretty some anyway. Not all, but obviously because the ring oil is further down. I was thinking all along that it's coming from the top.
Nope, coming from the bottom.
Well, if you guys are at the
right.
right temperature, you can go ahead and lanes
Yeah.
5 and 6. They'll wave you through. They just drag the track. So.
You need it. Yeah, of course I do.
And if I'm at your bumper and I'm not catching you, I'm taking you.
There you go. Killer instinct.